welcome back to another edition of Ask Ray. It's been a while, so let me explain. You send me the questions, and I'll do my darndest to get you an answer. Now, you can click the Ask Ray button, which is on the homepage of thepollickreport.com, or just drop me an email, ray@pollickreport.com. Here's how you spell it, pollickreport.com. First things first, we've had several questions today asking what happened to the comments in the Pollock Report. Well, like many other publications, we're in the process of either getting rid of comments or evaluating whether or not we want to keep them. We love the interaction with our readers, the vast majority of which are well behaved, sometimes funny, very informative, but we've got a few people that just insist on ruining it for everyone. And because of that, I'm just kind of tired of it. I'm tired of people making snide remarks, personal attacks, some just outrageous things. And unfortunately, you idiots are ruining it for the rest of the people who I think love the interaction amongst each other. And we like to see it too. And I hear from a lot of people who say, I love reading the comments. Well, I love reading some of the comments, but not the nasty ones. So we're on hold right now. We may bring them back, we may not. That's that. Let us know what you think, by the way, about that. You can send me an email, ray@pollickreport.com, but you just can't leave a comment. Moving on. Dan wants to know, Ruiz versus Baffert. Has this result of this hearing been finalized? If not, is there an anticipated date when decision will be reached? Well, Dan, first of all, it's not Ruiz versus Baffert. It's California Horse Racing Board determining whether or not Justify should be disqualified from his victory in the Santa Anita Derby a couple of years ago because of a test for scopolamine. They decided not to because they thought it was contamination. And Mick Ruiz, who had the runner-up, Bolt Doro, sued the CHRB as part of the settlement. The CHRB said they would conduct a hearing into whether or not to disqualify Justify from his win in the Santa Anita Derby. If they do disqualify him from the Santa Anita Derby, it's not going to affect the Kentucky Derby or anything else, so don't get your hopes up for those people who would like to see that happen. It's not going to happen. But there is no timeline. These things do take time. A hearing officer usually will look at all the evidence and make a determination, but he's under no strict timeline to do that. Joe would like to know, why did Gulfstream finally decide to start the races at the real post time? Well, I think that's probably due to the fact that Aidan Butler came to Florida from California, where he was head of operations for the Stronach Group at Santa Anita Golden Gate. And he's down in Florida, and I think he looked at it. I think he listened to the fans. I think he listened to other people in the industry who said, come on, run the races on time. It's kind of messing up everybody else's schedule, and it's not really playing nice. So they've decided to run the races on time. And I was really happy to see that for the first Saturday of the meet, when they had the claiming crown the other day, they set an all-time handle record. So dragging the post time, maybe they thought it helped, but by running on time, they had their biggest day ever for the claiming crown. So that's great. JP would like to know, could Secretariat have won if healthy and making it a target in prep and training and Ascot as an older horse in the 70s? Oh, come on. I mean, how am I supposed to know that? I mean, that's just... Yes, okay. Would it make you feel better if I said, oh, he would have beaten anybody? No matter what this distance, no matter what the conditions, sure. He did run twice on turf the final two starts of his career, and he won them both. He beat 10-10 and Big Spruce, I think. A couple of good horses. But racing at Aqueduct and Woodbine, beating a few horses, is not quite the same as beating a 20-horse field at Ascot or winning the Arc or something like that, where it's really hard to win on the lead. And that's generally the way Secretariat ran. Finally, is Iggy Puglisi still riding, or is he retired? He was my favorite long shot jockey. Iggy has not retired. He hasn't decided whether or not to come back. When COVID broke out early this year, he opted to pause from riding. He and his wife were expecting their first child. He thought it was not a good idea to take any risks. And So I think it was, I'm not sure if it was March or April when he stepped aside from riding. But he and his wife have a happy and healthy baby girl, Penelope Jude Puglisi, born in mid-August. And he said, I'd like to say that I'll be back riding, but I'm just not sure at the moment. And for me personally, the interaction with the fans from the time I left the jocks room to people yelling at you in the paddock or post parade and then walking back through the crowd meant everything to me. So I'm staying fit and light in weight. So if I do come back, it's not that long of a road. I just love that answer. The fact that he misses the fans, I'm sure a lot of the jockeys do. We all miss being at the track. I haven't been in the grandstand of a racetrack since March, and I miss it. That's going to do it for this edition of Ask Ray. We'll be back again. I'm not sure when. But if you have any questions for me, please send them in. Hit the button on the homepage. Email me at ray@pollockreport.com. But you can't leave a comment, at least not right now. See you later.